Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Biomutant with me, BringItDon. Let's see what this is all about. Best before.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here.
I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Yeah, I don't believe in magic. I'm not gonna call... I mean, potato people is better.
Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Yeah, I can probably do that. Maybe, if I can find my way over there. This area's pretty big. It's a memory, so I don't think I need to worry about loot. I'm gonna operate on that assumption. I kind of look like one of my cats. I thought about modeling it after one of my cats, but I felt like that would be fair to my other cats. So, I didn't go that route.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
Well, I did punch his home.
The Nono's key energy is just what the PSI needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Will it grow strong enough?
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
The old hoop net. Is it equipped? Oh, okay. Where are you?
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the PSI tree.
Yeah, how many does it need?
Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. So my follow-up question is going to be, how much do we need right now? It's like, I understand you need a whole bunch of the next 20 years, but... Okay, there's a sprint option. My controller's just a little old, so the left analog button doesn't work super well.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the PSI into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
I can't say this because I don't know her, right? So I should make her worry.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain.
I even connect that. This is better before.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
The end of days.
Yeah, move for boom. Farfarifto, tuka kubu.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
I want to ask specifically about Porky Puff. How can I defeat the World Eaters?
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Midget, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Hey, Rodnet. Okay, good. That doesn't seem like there's miscellaneous dialogue with people. Now, do I equip this, or is it just a... it's a tool. Oh, neat.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Alright, here we go.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Alright, let's get this party started. How do I... Okay.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, so it's fast travel. Got it. I can also place waypoints. So yeah, he urinates on it. He's marking his territory. That's really funny.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time.
Notice a health pack. Always check waterfalls. I think I've ever learned in video games is always check waterfalls and always have rope if it's
That's
available.
not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Well, first things first. See if anybody left any loot behind. Oh. Another health pack. I want a two-handed weapon. Health patch. Not quite what I'm after. Did I miss one back here? Oh, two houses had one. Not the voice I was
He's heard
expecting.
the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Inner balance is two halves that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Activate captives and psi shrines will award you the psi points that you can unlock psionic powers. Price will be unlocked once you have reached the required darker light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Yeah, let me help.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
Too much already?
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Man, I'm not gonna leave captives, locked up. I've gained a psi point. Use it to unlock powers in the mutations menu. Some powers are locked by the aura score, meaning that your psi points can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura or those without color. Alright, seems straightforward enough. It's like a karma system. It has abilities tied to it.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
How do you get out of the...
Out of Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there's 2 nearby. The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Yeah, why Jagni?
He believes you share Jagni's view on the world. Regardless, Jagni would welcome someone that had helped them against the Myriad tribe. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Alright, quest tracking, current, and started quest are shown in the journal. See top. Okay. Got it. Alright, so I'm probably go after the Jagni tribe. Mutations. Here we go. Psi powers. So in Blaze, to use Blaze, press down the input you have bound the ability to. Blaze will launch you forward and leave a trail of fire behind you. Then Blink. To use Blink, press down the input you have. Okay. So Shockwave or Fire. I kind of like the way... Well, they both look pretty cool. I'm going to do Blink, I think. Okay.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I'm gonna go with the motor bridge, I think. Mostly because that leads us towards the Jagni tribe. But first... that takes up a lot of my key. I don't have a lot of keys, so I can't use that a lot. Put me in the negatives. That's not good. I do want to check one thing real fast. So the tunnel we saw over there is the way forward. Okay. I wonder if it's worth getting up on top of this thing. If I even can. Seems like somewhere, you know, a secret would be. Or a loot or something. Thinking maybe not. Looks like we just jump up on... well, there's something up there. Doesn't look like I can go any further up this way. That's lame. I ran all the way that way. How disappointing. I just want a two-handed weapon, man. But yeah, I usually go for the good guys. I'm gonna go for the dark side here. Which may not be inherently
It's a
evil.
bridge. Just get over it.
Well, there's a way to get on top of that other half of the bridge. Go after this guy. All is missed. Alright, let's reload that. Alright, target this guy. Oh, I can't. Oh, thought I parried in time. Alright, so I'm not going to level up until I find a two-handed weapon. I'm just going to hold off on it.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Alright, doesn't look like there's anything down in those trenches. From what I can tell so far, it seems like the loot's going to be in, you know, your standard loot areas, not just randomly scattered throughout the world.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see.
Needs to hydrate.
Yes, a full
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Take me to your Sifu.
Burgala Jara Tapur.
Figures the Sifu would be interested in seeing you.
Also, I like their equipment.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne statse. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
Zata donzadne.
He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Paro, o visoko dulatsi ne.
The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Cold-blooded.
Orzikali.
He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common.
Novi. Zenakas pripad snatste, vlada.
He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves, to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here.
Perfetta, zanamach.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Na oko kiza zanamach. Ya put.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Disciples.
Zivo nibira dolo.
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war.
Mali muzami ankremo.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Tankremo dolo. Kariesne statse.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision.
So I do know from one of the videos that the developer put out, or the publisher put out, that you can join any tribe at any time. You can swap alliances or allegiances on the fly. Or at least go on and talk to them, not like on the fly. So I think I can join them now, and then if I want to join a different one later, I can. There are 6. You have to join one of the 2 in the beginning. But there are 6 tribes. There's 3 for the Dark Aura, 3 for the Light Aura. Pretty straightforward. And as far as I understand it, each one teaches you a different type of Wufu as well. So I wonder if the way to do it is to join one, unlock the Wufu through your mutations menu or perk menu or Wufu menu, whatever it is. And then join another one, learn their stuff, and just hop around. And maybe you can learn everything. I don't know. I'll join the Jagni.
Zivot.
He expected you'd join them. You understand that the universe runs on the principle that the one who dominates others runs the show.
Unavochni tlohoni totloho.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
The Myriad tribe.
Zivot totloho. Del novazi ale dlohodo.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
I mean, you can still save the Tree of Life and look to the future.
Nalest staridat. Unavochni tlohoni.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
Yeah, we need to end this quickly.
Zivo ni bira na list stari dat.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay. Seems straightforward enough.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Paro,
You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. A war where all that's left behind is casualties.
una voch ni tluhoni. Paro, zinakas pripad snatste.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Tankremo.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
The tribe weapon.
Tankremo. Ite reki. Una voch ni tluhoni.
Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting, nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack.
Iglis moi toxidra.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Yaput zanamach. Tunzadne.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become
Okay,
omnipresent.
we've heard that before.
Yaput skuni.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Na zenakas pripatne. Vusisi iveziete rekli dekle.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
What about the old village?
Zivo.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost.
So we talk to him again. Is there a reason to do that? Let's see.
Apinosko.
You have orders to follow.
Yeah, that's all for now.
Says goodbye to you.
Yeah, we don't need our memory refreshed, I don't think. I'll have to go around. Hopefully they have a two-handed weapon on offer, because I would really like one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of dual wielding. I avoid it where I can. Just give me a big hammer and point me at something to smash, and I'll smash it. That's a pretty neat looking area. Alright, I'm going to call it here. In the next episode, we'll explore the Jagni fort a bit before we exit it and continue our journey and start wiping out the other tribes. I do like how you can unlock the tribe weapons, which I didn't know was a thing beforehand, but you can unlock them as you defeat them, so you're not really locked out of anything. I like that. Especially in a game like this where there's, you know, all these different weapon types and perks and skills. It's good to have options, I guess. I don't know that's exactly how I'm... yeah, some of my words. I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll explore the Jagni fort, leave, and go wipe out the Myriad tribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.